Would you look at that? Our very own cave person ghost, given hopefully a wonderful new little habitat that they can float around in, get comfy on that rock bed. Because I'm well, you know what? When you can float, that probably actually feels like kind of a comfortable bed to be in. And whoops, I don't want space ambiance. We want some supernatural ambiance over here. And you know what? I think we really want to accentuate the fact that this is indeed a prehistoric ghost by maybe finally having an excuse to remove the terrifying Roachburger animatronics that cause eternal slumber and also cause me to lose sleep, actually. It's kind of ironic how those things work. And we can maybe move these maybe over here. How about that, my friends? So that we can allow the main hotel to host whatever the heck that thing is. And instead, maybe we'll start sprinkling in some of our prehistoric plants and other wonderful things to this main, outhouse of our museum, including, well, probably not another one of the eyeball bushes, actually, because I really, truly would like to collect some other things. But you have to admit, they do happen to sell for quite a bit. People have odd taste, but who am I to question? Woo! And ghost plants! Are ghost plants, less odd than eyeball bushes? Yes, they're a lot less odd than that. They're fascinating and beautiful, and I'll hear nothing bad to be said about my plants, but we don't need to talk about the eyeball bushes. But hello everyone, and welcome back to our adventures here in 2 Point Museum, the Tudulistia even, estates where we have been roaming around the Netherworld, beginning to gather up some of the prehistoric and the industrial ghost, and also working on the curses, the Paranormal Detection Agency. Woo, industrial age spirits there and ghost dusting equipment. Okay, we're gonna have to check that out too. And I'm eyeing up the Afterlife Academy, but I have to admit, at $25,000 a visit, it might be a little out of our budget at the moment. I suppose if you've had all of your afterlife to allow your stocks and investments to build whatever kind of portfolio it might, you probably can just afford that, no problem. But I'm not a ghost. I'm not a member of the undead, so that's kind of a problem for me. Woo! But I totally forgot! We could instead go on a very disastrous and dangerous adventure that might make us join the afterlife by visiting Spin in Morph's spire. The founder of Spin and Morph Wizarding Academy has seen better, livelier days. Still, since being cursed, they've remained protective and made themselves a tower to plan their next move in an endlessly confusing conflict with former student Nefaria Munch. Aha! So we need to research Survey Level 2 at a point of interest on the Netherworld map. Done. And activate the buzz bonus on our cave person. Also done. Who we named Banana. And they're actually a leader trait. So their personality is to be a leader of their own little tribe. And they have no friends. They have no family. I feel strongly about that and hope that we can tend to that soon. Also, what the heck? Where's this? Familiar Falls! Display a poltergeist room with 150 buzz. The Netherworld's waste life force drains away to the south through the sewers and off the face of the Netherworld. The place is swimming in memories. You can't help but reminisce. Sunken spirits and cursed objects are over here. Oh my gosh. And look at how much of the Netherworld map is filled in. I have silly goosebumps of sheer excitement. I also am really curious about what we might be able to find at the Spiffenmore Spire. The thing is, we could possibly find a famous spirit. They are also famously fussy. But what could we do here? Let's see. Well, we need 2 people with survival skills to counter getting hellholed and then possibly not coming back. Noted. Thank you. Noted. Maybe Winston, do you think you could help us avoid some of that? We would need we would need somebody who could actually have, if we don't want to get frogged again, we would need to have spirit whispering, and we would need 2 happy thought people to avoid the traumatic experience of visiting here. My jaw's kind of on the ground because that is a lot more of everything than I really thought we were going to get. And now I'm thinking maybe Haunted Tour Guide Ziva. Do we want you to become another one of the survival skill people? Oh my gosh, this might call for like another expert to be hired. Oh dear. All right, well, we're tending to that and trying to make sense of all of it. I think we will actually go ahead. Let me think. We have not yet gotten our poor botany expert up to the you know what? We need survival skills kind of across the board for everybody right now, don't we? And we also need to have the ice exhibits, and we do have our prehistoric cave person who I don't want to be lonely. So you know what? We'll start there. I don't want our prehistoric cave person to feel kind of lonely, and we'll have maybe our haunted tour guide go out. No, we need the survival skills, don't we? Oh my. All right, and we need Grave Guardian Annie to go back out too. It is apparently seismic season, which could cause injuries. Oh boy, wow. Okay, you know, worrying about earthquakes in the afterlife is not where I saw myself being, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh, we can craft more spirit keys to go to more places. And we can remove one hell hold up event during expedition setup. Well, unfortunately, the bigger one is like literally losing our lives. Okay, and the spirit key has just cost cash money because apparently like ghosts are grave robbers. I meant to say gold diggers, but I guess they're gold diggers for grave robber. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess both things could be true. Let's get the survey scanner going, and then let's go ahead and we are going to see if we can hire another botany expert who is not going to be a toilet terror, please. Because we do need to have a botany expert who can actually help us out when it comes to tending to the plants while our other botany expert is out and about. And should we hire another assistant? They can't learn survival skills, unfortunately. And I need somebody with survival skills. But for now, Aslan rules. Why don't you come on in and you are going to become one of our botany experts to maybe watch after some of our plants that I plan on putting over here. So you're actually going to be, how about cliff or canyon, cliff, Arctic, precipitous. Oh my gosh. What about peak plant, peaks plant. So what about mountain? We'll go with mountain plant. Mountain plant expert Aslan rules. Thank you so much for being Aslan. Come on. Where am I? Okay, who knows? Okay, there we go. Aslan rules. Welcome. You are going to be trained in survival skills, actually, because then you could also go down into the... You could go collect our pears! Go! Survival skills it is! And then we need to have... Ooh, the crate's already back. Oh dear. Oh no, an earthquake and we have a broken face on Grave Guardian Agent Annie. I'm so sorry. I guess your ghost guide. Ooh, is that a pristine one? Yes! Good job, you two. This one's going down. Is that 2 pristine? Oh my gosh, they have got us 2 pristine ghost nets. That's amazing. I have no idea what we're going to do to really get them really popular, but like with perks. But if we have one near the Pika Lily's dying. Wait for me, Pika Lily. I'm actually going to be moving you over here for our botanist to take care of, because I'm going to also put the new ice plants we have out in this garden, after we put down some of the cooling things for it. There's my swamp botanist. All right, come here, my swamp botanist friend. We have a plant in need, and we need to tend to it. All right, good. Now that that is hopefully being tended to, we're gonna wiggle over, and now that we're learning some survival skills, we're going to have our curse chaser, Salty Sweet Wren. Ooh, that's right. Our Grave Guardian Agent Annie, actually, with the surveillance skills, the face is the painful aspect of things. Well, okay, we might end up risking losing some money, but we could do a speedy expedition. Thanks to the speedy pilot. I guess it would be train driver, actually, because you ride the spirit train to venture around the place, right? So that's kind of exciting to think that, like, we might have some sort of train robber rob our spirit train, but Graveyard Guardian Callum is going to hopefully have the train going so fast it's going to turn around, avoid the earthquakes, and come back not only with some awesome experience thanks to all of those survey projects we keep doing, but also hopefully with the presence of another ghost that we can add in to our poltergeist room. And we need to get our poltergeist room up to 40 or 150 buzz if we want to be able to start visiting with the familiar zones. So one of the things we can do is we can actually start a marketing campaign, if we had enough money, with Spooky Tales Podcaster, and we could focus on a specific exhibit like the Cave Person campaign. And I think if we're really careful and we hold very, very, very still, I might have enough money. There we go. We have $13 left. But I think that's going to get the exhibit buzz up, maybe? I hope. At least that was the idea behind that. And now we have another broken face. At least you were able to get the train back without us getting robbed. Look at that! And there's another cave person to be a friend to the one we have. Good job, guys. Cave people weren't just the first to arrive in the county. They were the first to arrive in the Netherworld, too. For some reason, it makes me miss our Universum, like, cave people. Yay! Hopefully, our new cave person, what do we want to name her? Let's see what her personality is. She is a gatherer, a fan of furniture, have a room big enough for 5 spirits. That's so cute. And she will tolerate she will only like let her patients be lost once. Also, if she wants a bigger room, we can move these terrifying animatronics, maybe over here for now. I have no idea. They're terrifying. And then we can actually try expanding their room, because that's kind of cute that she's like, all right, now that I've moved in with you, I want to make sure that we have enough room for a big family. That's actually completely adorable, to be honest. All right, and we will expand their ghostly home so that hopefully it'll be big enough for more ghosts. Oh, look at that, now it is! That's wonderful! So she should be really happy, even if she apparently she has no patience. Loses her patience once, she's out of here. So we'll have to take good care of her. And then the room is now up to 70 buzz. And if we want to get even more buzz, I have a feeling we need more poltergeist. All right, so should we go and snag another one right now? Depends on how many of my security guards have broken face. I should probably take care of that too. Maybe we'll remove an injury. There we go. See, we can't go on a speedy trip right now, but maybe a nice detailed one. Well, actually, we're already up to pristine from all of the cool surveys we've done. You know what? Let's risk those biscuits. Oh, it's unaffordable. No biscuits are going to be risked, because why does money have to be a thing? I need to make my fish have mini fish babies. So they can breed, they can bring in like the ability for us to be able to go on these expeditions even faster. There we go. We'll get some more eyeball bushes going. All right, so all of that said, I think we definitely need to make a little bit more room for our cave people over here. I, for one, am very excited that they are with us, and we might move like the sound stage to go and maybe join the animatronics, because that seems really fitting. Like you're gonna come in and you can play with the sound stage whilst you're visiting with this terrifying animatronic area. And then I think I had no idea what was happening, and now I realize it was Salty Sweet Wren with the Frogsborn curse coming over to check on this spot. Oh, and then maybe we'll move this donation stand in over here. So if people want to donate to this terrifying setup, they can. And speaking of donation, I wonder if we probably need to start working on, okay, people really have to go to the bathroom over there. We probably need to start having zones for our staff, because this is getting it's a little bit much to have to, like, oh, no, thief! Stop the thief! Not allowed to steal our stuff. Oh, good job, Grave Guardian Agent Annie. You see? You're guarding those graves. I'm so proud of you. We'll give you a fancier uniform. Oh, thank goodness. And you guys think that I'm out of line for all of these eyeball bushes, but look at that. They just brought us back from the brink of debt again. Remember that time when we had a little bit of money here? I remember. Like, the peppermint farm remembers. I have no idea how many of you will even understand that reference, but one must simply do what they can do. All right. And then while that's going down, okay, good job. Thank you so much, Ghost Spotter Schmotter. Let's actually make your feet go faster so that we can try to go ahead. Maybe get moving there. That'd be awesome. A survey scanner is done, also awesome. And let's come over. We're going to get a donation bin in over here. And we're also going to get some info stands for the plants that will go down. Because we have our Pika Lily plant information. Very useful. But we're also going to have some spots where we will put down the new beautiful ice plants. Oh, wow. And apparently, okay, that's really cool that the info from inside the building actually reaches all the way out here. I mean, I'm not going to complain. That's the way it's going to be. All right, so our ghost plants, which I called ice plants. I meant the ghost plants. They need to be in a cold climate, unlike the eyeball plants, which really don't care, which is kind of ironic, since they, like, I mean, if my eyes dry out, it kind of hurts, but maybe I shouldn't be asking too many questions here. All right, let's see. That was a tiny bit of profit for us. And see, I know it takes just a moment. I know it can be silly to some. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. I was so worried about what happened to our staff for just a moment. All right, you guys back to work. And then let's get these new plants out. It's so dark over here. I can't see anything, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to get some nice decorations. Maybe we can have like the snake corner benches would be really pretty to be able to show off this area. Let's do temple wall torch is an option. Lava statue, apparently. The wooden torches we could put outside, but I'm really wondering. Oh, the candles will do. Yes. We could just go ahead and have some candles placed out. And actually having them, maybe we'll have blue candles out here, because that might be kind of nice. And they'll guide you out of the path. Maybe. And down here so you can come and see the garden. Let me move this candle too. Yes, can't be. There we go. And then let's get down our brand new, wonderful, we could have a wall freezer, which I don't think I can put outside. That's fine. At least we know it exists. And we can also have the small, there's the Mr. Dehumidifier, small freezer. It decreases the temperature and it is also flammable. Well, I won't ask too many questions about that, but it looks like we can get a couple down if I'm really clever about it, and I might be able to even hide it behind something. So maybe we'll put a couple down like that so that we can get the ghost plants. Yes, I have been desperately wanting to have ghost plants for so long. They're so cool. And we could have some beautiful benches so people can sit and admire them. And the ghost plants really want to be near a candle or a cursed object in order to stand out. I think they're absolutely stunning. I also think we probably need to make like a staff room, maybe back over here, so that we can keep some of our staff members on this side. But for now, our Pepperly Coast crew have returned. They're both getting their way up there when it comes to experience, so who am I to complain? And Ghost Spotter Schmotter, you are very tired. I am so sorry. Can you rest in here? Is there not enough room? We'll have to check. And then I think we also have our marketing event going. And now we have a bit of money to our name. Do we have... Can I teach survival skills? Oh my gosh. Wait. So, can we have... I don't think we can have a staff member with... I don't think you can have survival skills on an assistant. And we have to have an assistant, apparently. Huh. I'm a little worried about that. I won't lie. Because how will we make it so that we're able... I gotta think about this. And we'll go see if we can get another cave person when I think about this. Because I'm pretty sure that our assistants, they don't have super strong survival skills. Let's just kind of put it that way. And then we do have projects we could work on. I guess we can work on getting another spirit key if needed, just to have it done. I would love to get science exhibits and more interactive displays going. But how many surveys do we have yet? Oh, and now we have no money again. Whoops. Well, maybe I'll behave myself and sit on my hands for just a moment while I consider this issue, because I don't think we can train survival skills in our assistant staff, even though I would really like to do that. I think that would be a really wonderful solution to a lot of problems. And then also by having the cave people, I wonder if we should go ahead and hire for prehistory too, to make sure that we can start bringing in some of the bones. And maybe some of that amber that I'm just constantly forcing people to bring back for us. Woo! And you know what? Let's also have Trebling Times come and join the crew, because Trebling Times, you are a spirit whispering nimble mover, and we're about to have some really fussy ghosts move in. So I think that you would be perfect as maybe a afterlife psychologist. Where did you go, my friend? There you are. Maybe you can be a bucket list checker. How about ghost therapist, troubling times, because you know that there have been troubling times and you're here for them. You're letting them know that you'll be able, there we go, you'll be able to assist them in finding the eternal peace that they have been searching for. We'll have you focus on how about the ghost restoration and restoration in general, and hopefully, well, let's have you do spirit restoration actually, and just specialize in that for a while. Also, apparently the bogeymen want to pop out of our toilets. Well, I got a lot of questions for them about why that sounds like a good idea to do in a place with packed toilets and pristine ghost plant! Oh, that makes me so happy. Not the toilet thing though. That, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, and now we can go ahead and we can actually add in another glorious ghost plant to hopefully add to our exhibits over here and make them just shine with the beautiful ghostly aura they've got. And this one is actually perfect quality. That makes me so happy. We'll get those Pika Lily plants sold, and then we can make this little area nice and comfy to be able to sit and relax. And all of a sudden, we're not losing money, like completely hand over fist again, which is also nice. And I guess we're gonna have to figure out, are we just gonna risk the biscuits? Because we have, wait, what about if we had survival skill level 2? That's probably what we could do. Curse Chaser Salty Sweet Wren. I wonder if it's time to send you to the Afterlife Academy. Just to see. Just to see. We'll have to find out next time. Stay curious, everyone. Bye-bye.